Well, what a season it has been for Bracknell Town, probably one of the best in the club's history. In this video we're going to be giving a brief review of the season that has just finished, including our thoughts on possibly the best game of the season, our favourite away ground of the season, plus maybe a few other things as well, think of anything on the spot. So Gemma, first of all, what an amazing season it has been. What are your overall thoughts on what we have witnessed over these last 6 to 8 months?
Yeah, no, I thought we had a really good fighting season, shall we say. But yeah, no, immensely proud of everybody at Bracknell to finish second in the league and not only to get through to the playoff final as well. So yeah, no, really super proud of them.
So we'll go through some of the facts where Bracknell finished. You've just given that away, but also our finishing positions in the cup competition. So we finished the league season in second in the Southern League Premier South. We really did get up close to Western-super-Mare near the end of the season, but we just didn't quite have it in us to beat some of the bigger sides in the league fixtures. We made the FA Cup first round, we made the FA Trophy, I think it was the 5th round, and we won the Berks and Bucks Cup against Marlow. But of course there's a rather large elephant in the room, and we weren't Robins at the start of the season, so we're going to miss quite a few games from the start of the season. We're going to just go through some of our favourite games of the season and discuss them a little bit. Back when we weren't Robins, the season opener was back in August for Bracknell. It was a 2-2 draw against eventual league champions Western-super-Mare. What a game that was. It was a boiling hot day. Bracknell were top of league within the first 30 minutes of the season, but then heartbreak right at the death as Western-super-Mare equalised to make it 2-2, and in hindsight, if Bracknell won that game, they could have won the league. But Gemma, what do you remember of that exciting game?
Yeah, no, it was really exciting, shall we say, tense as well. But we played really well in that game to be getting that lead, and then right at the death they come back and it's a 2-2 draw. So yeah, like a draw's better than a lose. I mean, even though we wanted that win, we could have had that win, it was possible.
So now I'm going to flick through the league fixtures and the cup games, and we'll pick out the best of the bunch and expand those in a little bit more detail. Not too much, but a little bit of detail. So the first one I want to mention is back in September, the 20th of September. It was a second qualifying round replay against Cheshire United, a 3-0 win. A very dominant display against what would be one of the eventual playoff sides in Cheshire United. It was a fantastic game, a fantastic display. And then I think by far one of the biggest games of the season for Bracknell in the club's history, but there's quite a few this season I think you'll find, was the 7th of November on a Monday night, FA Cup first round against Ipswich Town. It isn't my highlight of the season personally, but wow, what an occasion it was, seeing just under 2,000 people bundle into that SB Stadium. It was a fantastic atmosphere, fantastic night of football. And what got me was, it was a part-time side versus a full-time side. Now, Bracknell held their own until the second half. It was 0-0, and then Ipswich got their 3 goals. And it made sense because Ipswich are a full-time side, so they got much better fitness, which in the end, in turn, would mean Ipswich would go on to win. And I think if Bracknell were full-time, obviously they're not, then maybe Bracknell could have won. But wow, what a giant killing that would have been. And they put in an amazing shift that night, and unlucky really. I think Bracknell really done very well that night to get to 0-0 at half-time. It was a fantastic achievement. The one just before that, actually, on Tuesday the 1st of November, was good as well. A 3-2 win at Winchester City. We had, you weren't there, Gemma, but we had Colin was surrounded by all the Winchester City mob, Winchester City youth, shall I say. They're not a mob, they're fantastic, they're really friendly there, and it was a great battle that night. It was a great performance and a very close, exciting game, and the Winchester City goalkeeper got sent off right at the death, so it made for an entertaining affair, that's for certain. There was also a 4-0 win in November at Gosport Borough. That was a fantastic result there. And then one of our first games of the season, I think it's fair to say, Gemma, was FA Trophy on the 19th of November, a 4-2 win at Tonbridge Angels. We watch Tonbridge Fan TV, don't we?
Yeah.
Every week, and what a day that was, an atmosphere, game, everything.
Yeah, no, it was a really good game, that game. It was a really good day. And Tonbridge is a nice ground to visit as well. So yeah, no, it was good. It was a really good performance we put on there from that win on that Tuesday that we didn't really play with. I can't remember who was that from.
Yeah, the Tuesday before that we lost 3-0 at home to Yate. It was an awful performance.
But from that losing on that Tuesday, we did really come back with a fantastic win to beat the Tonbridge on When was it? Saturday?
Yeah, and going into that game, Tonbridge actually beat league leaders Ebbsfleet away. So Tonbridge were by far the favourites, and they just played ever so poorly that day, and Bracknell were absolutely phenomenal from start to finish. And of course the atmosphere was electric as well. We had a 4-3 win at Hendon, which was a great game, 7-goal thriller there. But then another FA Trophy game just a few weeks later on Saturday the 17th of December, Eastbourne Borough. I was very ill that day, Gemma. Wow, what a day that was. We went by coach with the fans and players. Again, another great atmosphere, another excellent performance. And after that game, some of the players were even saying, look, no, we've beaten Tonbridge, Eastbourne, Banbury. We can beat anybody, and rightly so. But Gemma, wow, what a day that was.
It was a day I'll never forget. I mean, travelling with our friends and fans and the players was incredible. And just to get to that level in the league as well was really good. So
it was a great fighting performance as well. We were 2-0 up. Eastbourne made it 2-1, not far from the end of the game. At that point, they were back in it, but Bracknell defended well and held that win to make the next round. And that was 3 Step 2 sides beaten in 2 cup competitions in 3 games, so that was incredible. So going into the new year, we won 5-0 at Hartley Whitney. That was a resounding performance there. We then lost 2-1 a few days later at Cheshire United. That was when we had Kevin playing the wheelie bin, which was fantastic. And that was when we had that infamous penalty kick, which didn't count. I mean, look, you decide if you want to watch that video, if you think it was a goal or not. But then again, carrying on with the theme of the FA Trophy, 90th minute limbs, Jack Dean, Gemma, set the fans crazy, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he was really amazing to do that on that game. But yeah, no, that was really good scenes there. And
we had Becky Ives from BT Sport reporting live from the game. But yeah, what amazing scenes that was, seeing all the fans bundled together like that in jubilation. It was a great performance, a great atmosphere once again, and then of course we made yet another round of the FA Trophy. One I'd like to mention as well is actually a 3-2 win at Hanwell on Saturday the 4th of February. Gemma, I wouldn't say it was one of our games of the season or favourite away grounds, but it was one of the favourite ones, wasn't it? It was a very welcoming, very friendly club.
It was up there with our favourites.
Yeah, it was a great day, and I can't wait to revisit Hanwell Town again next season. A great club.
And all friendly as well, welcoming, very welcoming.
Fantastic. And then our FA Trophy came to an end on the 11th of February. A 3-1 defeat to National League side, Step 1 of non-league, Altrincham. Gemma, we had the ball went over the line. Unfortunately, the linesman and the ref didn't see it. And that could have been a turning point in the game, but to be fair to the ref and linesman, they were never going to see that, were they? But what a performance that was to go out, 3-1. It's not a bad result, is it?
No, it's not a bad result, no. I mean, like I said, we did really superb and that to get to that point as well, so that's what we got to think about,
Yeah,
we did that.
This was, again, another full-time side like Ipswich. I thought, it'd be a tough game, but we held our own that day. And it was a great way to be knocked out of the cup, the FA Trophy. Sorry, I think we just played really well.
Just getting that far was amazing.
And the Altrincham fans as well were fantastic. They came in quite good numbers, and I'd say outsung us at times. They were fantastic, them lot, when they came to Bottom Meadow. So that was the FA Trophy done, but a great way to end the run there against a Step 1 side. A 2-1 win at Dorchester, a league win on the 18th of Feb. That was one of my favourite grounds. I wouldn't say favourite game, but one of my favourite grounds of the season.
Yeah, I like that ground as well.
Yeah, we'll go more into that in detail in a minute. Maybe I've given it away there, but I don't really care. One of the potential games of the season was a 3-2 win against Hendon. That was a fantastic game on Tuesday the 21st. At the end of February on the 28th, we beat Wycombe Wanderers 2-1 in the Bucks and Bucks Cup quarter final. They played a youthful side, but it doesn't matter. It's a League One side overall, and it was a great performance and a great way to come back. Following that, it was a 5-0 win at Northley on Saturday the 4th of March. No, it wasn't one of the most bizarre grounds. It was the most bizarre ground I've ever been to. The pitch was like that. It was all hilly. But yeah, fantastic result there. And then an even better result on 7th of March was a 6-1 thrashing of Salisbury City. One of the games I didn't vlog this season, and we absolutely battered Salisbury. We played them at the park. It was a fantastic display, and to get a 5-goal deficit over them, I would never have believed that. One of the games of the season which we didn't go to was Tuesday the 14th of March at Western-super-Mare. We won 3-1, which put us in contention to go for a last-minute title charge.
Amazing performance there.
Apparently it was a fantastic performance, and that was the day that the night Andy Ward had that nasty injury. But there you go, that's what you get for celebrating. Get celebrating hard. But then, of course, the league title, the title chase nearly came to an end, home to Truro City when we lost 3-0 on a muddy pitch. But then on the 27th of March, a bit more jubilation. We beat Milton Keynes Dons at the home of Beaconsfield in the Berks and Bucks Cup semi-finals, but through to the final against Marlow. Didn't go to that, but to make a cup final was fantastic. You can't complain about that. Another contender for game of the season was the 6th of April. Was you there? I don't think you was, Gemma, but Met Police, we won 3-2. It was end-to-end stuff. For any neutral, it was by far a game of the season. It had everything, real attacking football, and one that I won't forget. So getting to the end of the league season now, I think it's fair to say we were close to potentially getting the league title. It was a great effort overall, but we just dropped too many points, I think, in April to give us that league title. For example, we dropped points at Hayden Yedden, a 2-1 defeat, and then we lost 1-0 late in the second half at Truro City. So that blew up title chances, but it was still incredible to finish second position no matter what. But wins at Met Police and Plymouth Parkway ended the 22-23 league campaign, and then we were in to the playoff semi-final against Cheshire United, a 1-0 win through Gary Abasogood in extra time. Gemma, wow, what a game that was.
That was a real tense game. I mean, Cheshire, to be fair, the first half of that game, we thought it would be theirs because they played superb. I mean, come on, Matt, let's face it, they were really
Cheshire.
Good. But I mean, we did in the second half. I mean, we come out fighting. We come back and we was fighting. And Gary, he was amazing and got that goal for us to be in the final. It was incredible.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say the Cheshire fans were fantastic, creating an atmosphere from start to finish. But I think we weren't very good that night, Gemma. We just weren't there. We didn't really deserve it, but we'd take it because, who wouldn't take
a chance in the final?
A chance to get to the final. But Gary Abasogood putting the ball in the back of net sent us absolutely wild behind that goal, and it was fantastic and a night I'll never forget. And yet another contender of game of the season. So that then put us into the playoff final on Bank Holiday Monday, the first game against Truro City, a team that going into this game, not only hadn't we got a point against, but we hadn't even scored a goal against, but we lost 3-2. And do you know what? We done ourselves proud. We actually upped our performance from the game against Cheshire United, and we scored 2 goals, and we just gave them a bloody good game. I mean, to lose at the death like that in that manner is heartbreaking for the fans and the players. I mean, you could see it in the players' faces; they're absolutely devastated. We were just, we had that chance to make step 2 for the first time in the club's history, and we blew that chance of playing at teams like Yeovil Town, Torquay United next season. But
Tonbridge.
But these things happen. It's football, but the players done fantastic either way. And again, like the Ipswich game, just under 2,000 people there. That ground was rocking. It was the atmosphere was electric. It was the best atmosphere I'd say of the entire season. Even better than the Ipswich game, I'll go as far to say that. And then finally, we finished the league season. Well, not league season, the entire campaign, with a Berks and Bucks Cup final at the home of Ascot United against Marlow in the cup final. I didn't vlog this one because the rain forecast was awful and there's not much on the cover there. And you know what, I thought, bugger it, I'm going to take the drum and make some atmosphere, and it was a fantastic night. A 1-0 win, a Darryl Sanders goal, which was very lucky. Again, it wasn't the best of performances, a bit like the playoff semi-final. It was a bit of a frustrating performance at times, but again, we'd take the win, we'd take the trophy. It was a great way to win the club's first ever Berks and Bucks Cup, I think it was, and it was a great atmosphere. Like I said, there was just over 1,000 people there. There was loads of Marlow fans behind the goal, creating an atmosphere.
I was watching on YouTube, so
yeah, it was a fantastic night. And you know what? They call it a bit of a tin pot cup, but we take anything really to end the season on a high.
Nice piece of silverware.
When I held it, it was quite heavy, so it's not tin pot. Trust me, to hold, it's not tin pot at all. So now we're going to briefly go through, pick a game of the season and away ground of the season. First of all, Gemma, what is your game of the season?
My game of the season has to be the one when we was in the FA Trophy against Eastbourne, and our away game. Just to experience, going on. It was our first time, as you know, Matt, going on the coach with the players and the fans and that. I mean, usually we drive, but yeah, no, it was just an experience, an unforgettable day that day. So that's mine. And
I'm actually going to go for the earlier FA Trophy round game away at Tonbridge Angels because, like I said, we watched Tonbridge Fan TV. They are a very good side. They had a bit of mixed form going into that game, but they were on good. They had a previously good result before that. And their atmosphere there is great, and to come away with a win there and get 4 goals was absolutely amazing. I'd never have thought that. Yeah, I mean, there's other games, like I said, to mention. Cheshire at home, even though it was a great performance, the atmosphere was electric. The playoff final, even though we lost, that was a great day. Eastbourne away in the FA Trophy, Bath City at home in the FA Trophy. You could say Met Police at home, the 3-2 win there. There's plenty of contenders, but for me, the Tonbridge one just sticks out in the memory. Slightly a little bit more than the playoff games, which is quite bizarre. But that is, like I said, slightly. The playoff games are both fantastic in their own ways. And now, Gemma, what is your favourite away ground of the season?
My favourite away ground of the season? I like Dorchester.
No, we've got the same result there, haven't we? Both like Dorchester.
No, the reason why is because it's big and it's really nice ground, and they had like different levels. Where
it's all the terracing, old school terracing.
Terrace, old scale terrace.
It was fantastic. I think they're a club that's been step 2 of non-league National League South, and if that stadium was packed, the atmosphere would be electric at Dorchester, and I cannot wait to go back there again next season. But it was one that sticks out for me just because of how it looked. It was absolutely fantastic.
It was really big as well.
Other honourable mentions, even though it wasn't the best to look at, Tonbridge was quite nice. Eastbourne had quite a nice vibe to it, and Hamwell as well, because of it just looked more, a bit like Bracknell. It had that sort of the black,
the modern look
and the black boards and stuff. It looked fantastic. Hamwell's ground, complete with a real nice massive scoreboard as well. So them ones are other notable mentions. But so we're near the end of the video now. We're going to quickly go through our top goal scorers in the Bracknell Town team. The Golden Boot winner would be Joe Grant with 24 goals, and well deserved. Jordan Esprit, second position on top goal scorer with 19 goals. And I think it's fair to say, Gemma.
Fantastic
but bear in mind, Gemma, he was out for quite a few months, wasn't he? Injured.
He was.
And if he didn't get that injury, you could say maybe he might have got more goals than Joe Grant.
Maybe.
Possibly. So, you know, I think it's going to be tough to keep these top 2 strikers, but we'll have to wait and see over the summer.
Hopefully you'll stay.
Daryl Sanders of 18 goals, Mikael Platt of 16, and Gary Abersogun, or as we like to say, Gary Abersogun, Gary Abersogun with 14 goals. So yeah, that's pretty much a wrap for this video. We've got a bit more content coming over this summer, so watch out for that. I'm not going to say them all right now, but I'll be wondering what our thoughts are for next season. Well, that's a separate video. So before the league season starts, the 23-24 season, we'll have a season preview. We'll go through all the players we've retained, all the new players we've signed, upcoming away days, and our predictions for the season ahead. But that's been it. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure sharing the Robins journey with you, and may it happen again the next season. We cannot wait. But until then, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.